Hi, welcome to a series of videos designed to help you prepare for your glider pilot scholarship course. My name is Eileen Carter. I'm a glider instructor, and I'll be guiding you through this series with the help of my fellow instructors and pilots. You can view the subtitles for this video by clicking the CC button below, and you can choose your language under Settings. In this video, we'll be giving you a course overview, which will include timelines leading up to your course, as well as a really quick look at what to expect once you arrive for your glider pilot scholarship. A couple of notes before we get started. These videos were created as a training aid to help you in your preparations, but they can't replace a proper briefing from a qualified instructor. It's possible that despite our best efforts, these videos could contain errors. And so it's important that you refer to official sources and documentation. Additionally, policies, procedures, and techniques change from year to year, and so there could be variations from what you see depicted in these videos. Finally, there are 5 different schools across Canada, and each has minor variations in the way that they conduct training and in their local procedures. These schools are located in Comox, British Columbia, in Gimli, Manitoba. There's a 3rd one in Mountain View, Ontario, a 4th one in Saint-Jean, Quebec, and the 5th one is in De Burt, Nova Scotia. These videos are being produced with the students who are going to Saint-Jean, Quebec in mind. However, the information will be at least partly useful to students who will be learning elsewhere. Finally, this is the first of several videos in a series, so for more information and to best prepare, do go ahead and click subscribe below and click on the bell too, so that you're notified as videos are posted. Also, make sure to look for the other videos in this series so that you can be well prepared for your course in the summer. Okay, first, let's talk about timelines leading up to the summer. Depending on when you're watching this video, you may already know if you've been selected for your course. If you have been selected, congratulations. The selection announcements are usually made around April, but this can change from year to year. In addition, for a variety of reasons, some people who have been selected have to drop out of their course between April and the start of the course. For this reason, selection announcements can be made for some people as late as the beginning of July when the course starts. Another important date to keep in mind is June 1st. This is the date by which you need to submit your special medical certificate that you got from the Civil Aviation medical examiner. The medical certificate that you apply for needs to be either a Category 1 or Category 3 in order to qualify for the course. There are advantages to both options, but the Category 1 medical usually requires more testing and steps, and it can take longer and be more expensive. For that reason, most people apply for the Category 3 medical. The final certificate needs to be submitted by June 1st so that it can be verified as a part of your application for the course. First, you need to call to book your appointment as early as you can. There are only a few doctors in each city who have the authority to do examinations for these medical certificates, and it can often take weeks or months to book an appointment. So call early to make your arrangements. After you've been to the appointment, it can take quite a while to get your medical certificate. For many people, it can take between 8 and 16 weeks when the medical history is uncomplicated. It can take much longer than 16 weeks if there are any situations that need further examination, such as some prescriptions, illnesses, or other medical conditions. For all of these reasons, make sure to book your medical appointment as early as possible so that you don't have any problems with submitting your medical certificate by the deadline. I'll include a link to the website where you can find a CAMI in the video description below. As for the course start, this too can vary based on location, but typically the course starts in early July and finishes mid-August. The course is normally planned to be 6 weeks long, but the end date can sometimes be extended for several days or even a week, for example, in the case of bad weather. The main components of the course are flying and ground school. For most people, the flying is the best part. The complete course syllabus has at least 49 flights, and 20 of those will be solo flights, just you in the airplane flying alone. You can expect to do about 55 hours of classroom lessons, and in addition, you'll have briefings with your instructor in order to prepare for each flight. Shortly after you arrive in Saint-Jean, you will be assigned to one of 3 flights: Billy Bishop, Rodolphe Paget, or Romeo Vachon. You and your flight will spend most days split between a couple of different activities. At the airfield, hopefully to fly, time in the classroom studying aviation subjects, and spending time briefing with your instructor. There are 2 airports that get used, one in Saint-Jean and another one about an hour away in Bromont. Normally, one flight flies in Bromont, a second flies in the morning in Saint-Jean with ground school in the afternoon, and the third flight has morning ground school and then flies in the afternoon in Saint-Jean. At the end of each week, the flights usually switch shifts and rotate to a new schedule. Weather or other circumstances can change this pattern, especially towards the end of the course. Sunday is normally a day off, and the staff organize a variety of different activities for you to choose from, some more active and others that are more relaxed. It's often possible to get permission to spend time with your family, but you'll need to make sure that any permission forms or administration tasks are completed in advance. Some of your meals will be eaten in the cafeteria, and some will be on the airfield in between flying. Usually you'll eat breakfast and dinner in the cafeteria, and you'll get a box lunch on the airfield. Now let's talk more about flying, everybody's favorite part. At the start of your training, you'll usually have between 0 and 4 flights each day, depending on the schedule, weather, and other factors. You'll be assigned to a main instructor who is responsible for explaining and demonstrating everything that you need to know about flying. Excitingly, after as few as 24 flights with an instructor, you will take off on your very first solo. At this point, you'll fly up to 6 flights per day, sometimes more in certain circumstances. You'll complete 20 total solos during the summer in order to qualify for your Transport Canada glider pilot's license and your Air Cadet glider pilot wings. Towards the end of your training, you'll complete a flight test to demonstrate how much you've learned about flying a glider. When you aren't flying, you'll have an important role in helping to keep the entire flying operation moving smoothly. There are a lot of jobs to do on a glider field, and we'll be introducing some of these jobs in our upcoming videos. You can also learn more about these roles by visiting your local gliding site in the spring before your course. One of our upcoming videos will have more details about this opportunity. In ground school, you'll find that the material is similar to what you have studied at your home squadron in preparation for applying for the course, with the addition of classes specifically about the glider, about soaring, about human factors, and about flight safety. Also, if you don't already hold a restricted radio operator certificate aeronautical, you'll receive training and evaluation in order to gain that certificate, as you're going to need it in order to fly a glider solo during the course. You can expect to complete about 6 multiple choice exams, and interestingly, they are not single subject exams. Most of the exams that you will write will cover a selection of questions from all of the subjects that you've been studying so far. Then, towards the end of the summer, you will write a Transport Canada exam, which is also multiple choice. This is one of the qualifications that you'll need in order to get your glider pilot's license and your Air Cadet glider pilot wings. All right, I hope you enjoyed this brief introduction to the glider pilot scholarship course. Please give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click that little bell so that you'll see more videos as we come out with them. We're definitely adding to our collection, and we want you to benefit from these resources so you can be as prepared as possible for your glider pilot course. Leave a comment below. to tell us what part of the course you are most looking forward to. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.